초라한 모습 보여줄 순 없어 또 가면을 쓰고 날 만나러 가.
Beautiful. And so right there, he lets go of all that cry feeling and goes more towards his falsetto. Hey everyone, Adam Mishan here, singer, songwriter, and vocal coach. You guys have all been begging for this one, Truth Untold by BTS.
Run, run, lost boy, they say to me.
If you guys are interested in getting your favorite BTS swag, check out the link down below.
너의 이름은 뭔지 갈 곳이 있긴 한지 Oh, could you tell me 이 정원에 숨어든 널 봤어.
So far, sounds like a really sad song. In true BTS style, they're starting off with really, really breathy vocals. And let's see where that progresses from there.
And I know 너의 온 길 모두 다 진짜란 걸 푸른 꽃을 꺾는 손 잡고 싶지만.
Nice. And so there, Jin has a really nice mix going on. He's using a little bit of kind of a cry underneath the tone. I don't know the lyrics here, but like if we were doing it without a cry, like he would sing it like
잡고 싶지.
Right? So if that was without any cry underneath it, but the way that he does it with a lot of cry, listen to the way he approaches it. It's with a lot of this type of cry underneath the sound, which sounds really, really nice in his voice. One of the techniques that they use often is that cry in order to get from that breathy placement to the more mixed and heavy placement of their voice. If you guys are interested in learning a little bit more about this cry factor and how to put it in your own voice, check out my free lesson that I have on my website. I'll leave a card up here for you guys to check it out. You get it totally free if you go sign up.
Lie to me. 너에게 다가설 수 없으니까.
So there at the beginning, Jimin was using a kind of lowered larynx position. Definitely a lot more of a deeper sound than I'm used to hearing from Jimin. And now his voice is going back to its normal character. But it's interesting how he used a little bit of a yawn, a little bit of a to get a little bit of a lower larynx position at the beginning.
You know that I can't show you me, give you me.
Yeah, and you can really hear the cry in Jungkook's voice there. If you bring it down here.
Show you me, give you me.
So before he says give you me, right? So when he's going, give you me, it's got a lot of that cry underneath it.
또 가면을 쓰고 날 만나러 가.
Beautiful. And so right there, he lets go of all that cry feeling and goes more towards his falsetto.
외로움의 정원에 비 너를 닮은 꽃 쥐고 싶었지. 바보 같은 가면을 벗고서.
Yeah, so to sing that line the way Jin did, you just need to really release and allow a lot of breath to flow. A lot of people that I see trying to do these more breathy sounds, they'll try to find somewhere between a full voice sound and a breathy approach to the falsetto. That's not going to work because that's always going to feel a little bit pushed and a little bit forced, as opposed to just letting it totally go to falsetto.
숨어야만 하는 걸
So there, Jimin used a really nice blend of the more close chord cry approach and a little bit more of the falsetto approach as he was singing it. So let's break it down there. Cry. Okay, still in the cry position. So there he released more towards the breathiness.
난 두려운 걸 초라해 I'm so
Yeah, V's got it really good. V's got that cry with a lot more of a darker sound, and definitely one of the things that separates him from all the other members of BTS is that really dark timbre to his voice. And even up here, you can hear how he's got a little bit more of that kind of lower larynx, darker timbre if you listen to that again.
결국엔 너도 날 떠나버릴까.
Yeah, so that was really nice. On the first word, he had a little bit more breath flowing through there.
So afraid 결국엔 너도
Right, so there it was like falsetto, and now he's going to go into his mix
날 떠나버릴까.
with more cry. And then
예쁜 너를 닮은 꽃을 피운다.
wow, I'm really blown away with their ability to switch between all of these different colors in the voice so smoothly and so easily. There's no like difficulty within their transitions. They're doing it so easily.
But I still want you.
Yeah, I love that. So there he's really using like almost pure air. But I still want you, want you. And like almost specifically trying to let his voice fall apart on those notes so that it just brings out that vulnerability in that line. Literally, that's what the line is, right? It's him allowing himself to show the girl that he still wants her, right? That's the most vulnerable thing that you can say to somebody, right? Is you don't know if that's going to be requited or that, you know, they're going to feel the same way. So to be able to say, but I still want you, I still want you, right? So there he's finding that almost like place where his voice is going to crack almost to feel that vulnerability in the song. Yeah, he's even using more air than I am. I still want you. Yeah, like almost into that position. Want you. It's like the place where your voice just wants to fall apart. Want you. Where almost the vocal cords don't want to vibrate because there's so much air flowing through there. That's done purposefully though. And I know I didn't do it justice there, but you see what I'm saying. And see, in many ways, it's much easier to sing in the way that Jin is than it is to sing the way Jungkook was. It's so much, you have so much more air pressure and so much more volume that's kind of guiding the way of the sound that you're almost like assured that you're not going to be breaking. Whereas, I mean, as long as you have your technique under wraps. Whereas in Jungkook's approach to those words, it almost like feels like it's going to fall apart at any moment. Wow, this is such a sad song. Like the lyrics are just so sad. That was really nice. So that was Jimin's light falsetto, and that one had a little less vulnerability than the way that Jungkook had it. And if you listen to it, and I still want you, finding it with that type of level of sound versus airflow, you've got enough sound to keep the vocal cords vibrating. But I still want you. Right? Like my vocal cords almost when I'm blowing so much air don't want to right? It's hard for them to vibrate around that much air flowing through it. It feels like it is very slippery. Yeah, there Jimin got it. That is the feel that Jungkook was able to get. Beautiful. Jimin finishes it off. Man, I am excited to see this live. Wow, it's really hard to hear him over the crowd there.
진짜란 걸 푸른 꽃을 꺾는
Yeah, Jin sounds great. I really love how they're actually singing this part. None of this is pre-recorded stuff. Man, I want that microphone. That is so nice. I love the chrome microphone. That is awesome. That's a Shure. One of the most expensive live microphones right there. Wow, amazing. Jimin sounding so good there. Wow. And they all have matching microphones. I really want that microphone. Whoa. Jungkook sounds amazing. But I still want you. Could feel that, the emotion in that song. This song is amazing. I love that upwards arpeggio that they have up towards the chorus. Such sad. Nice V. That's the way you sing it. V is killing it. Oh, love that falsetto. And Jungkook busting out those runs and trills like it's nothing. That's really amazing. This is probably the best live performance I've seen of them. But I still want you. I still want you. And so if you notice, this part that Jungkook's singing doesn't have the same vulnerability that the original has, where it was, I still want you, where the first one was just like, want you. My vocal cords don't want to vibrate around that. Want you. Where it's just like, it's almost falling apart as he's singing it. Whereas this one is, but I still want you. Right? You're more guaranteed with that much voice behind it, that much sonic presence that it's going to keep together. When you're, when you've got so much air moving through there, it's not, and especially that high, it's not guaranteed that it's going to come out. Nice. Oh, I love that harmony. Wow, they sound so good. Jungkook and Jin sound amazing together. Loving those ad-libs at the end. Although their mic technique is not 100%. I mean, okay, far be it for me to critique them, but the way, if you know a little bit about microphone acoustics, you know that grabbing up here, right at the end of the microphone, like grabbing right here, is not so good because you're actually throwing off the pattern of pickup of the microphone. Putting your hand down lower on the handle where your hand is meant to be is much better because you're going to get a much cleaner sound, a much more high quality sound, because it's not going to get muffled with your hand kind of blocking where some of the airflow should be coming through the microphone, the way the acoustics of the microphone is set up. Just putting it out there. So if any of you guys are live singers, one thing that I always have tried to teach myself, because when I was in a rock band in high school, I used to cup the mic, right? I used to sing everything like this. I used to cup the mic. I'm sure that just distorted right there. But what I learned is that you shouldn't be cupping the mic like that. So I learned to hold the mic lower around here so that as you're singing through it, you're not ruining the pickup pattern. So just something for you guys to keep in mind if you are singing, as much as it may look cool, and that's kind of what I was after, was, you know, the cool look of like cupping that microphone head. Try to keep it lower down and you'll see that you'll get a much clearer sound. Beautiful falsetto there. And I still want you. Yeah, see there, Jimin got that same vulnerable vibe on that last one as Jungkook had in the middle of the other version. So if you like this video, please check out this one. I'm sure you're gonna love it as well. But I still want